Welcome back to the Alice Stewart Show. I'm joined this morning with Kevin Shalin. He is a famous food blogger. A lot of folks are familiar with themightyrib.com, where you can see all kinds of different restaurant reviews, articles on what to do and not to do in restaurants, and favorite dishes around town. Kevin, great to have you here.
Thanks for having me, Alice.
And the Mighty Rib is a great place to go and see what you've done. And just to clear things up for folks, it's not all about ribs. It's about all kinds of food. But you also have been contributing and are working with Rock City Eats, which is a new website blog about the food culture in Little Rock. It's pretty popular.
It is. It's gotten more popular, and we're trying to build it up. Rock City Eats is part of Rock City Times, which is run by Greg Henderson. It's the satire site that many people are familiar with. The food part of it, I've been working on for a few months. It is not satire. It's real, and it's kind of been my job to build it up, and I've been having a fun time with it. I've got a weekly piece on it called Around Town, or Around the Rock. I'm sorry.
Around the Rock.
Around the Rock, yep.
And one of the recent post on here is perfect for this time of year, and certainly this week. This was written, you did not write this, but it's on the site there. Clearly, with the weather taking a turn like it is for the better, patio weather. This is perfect patio weather, and the article centers around what are great the best patio spots around town, and they mention several of things, ones I really like. 42, Brave New. Brave New is my absolute favorite restaurant, so the patio out there is awesome. The view is great. Cajun's Wharf has a great deck. Milford Track is a little hidden gem out here in West Little Rock, which is good. What about you? What do you see as great patio spots?
Just to add a few on, that's Greg's piece on his list. I love Casa Mañana's patio in the back there, that little deck. It's kind of hidden back in there, and it's really nice to kind of hang there. I love NYPD Pizza way out in West Little Rock. They've got a kind of a great view of the outdoors there. I'm trying to think of some other ones that really kind of stand out. Those two really, because I love the Milford Track selection that he did. So those two or three, and of course I agree with a lot of the ones he included on his list.
And the U.S. Pizza in Hillcrest is great location, good people watching spot. So it kind of gets you thinking now that the weather's made this nice turn to think about places that are good to take the family to and go outside. And your latest post on there deals with looks delicious. The photos are awesome. Great food for kids is the chicken strips and a nice healthy fruit plate.
Yeah, I've been giving a lot of criticism of late about how sorry most restaurants' kids' menus are. I think I talked about it several months ago on this show, and there's been kind of a rumor going around that South on Main, they really have stepped it up on their kids' menu, and I wanted to go check it out. My buddy Daniel Walker, you know Daniel, he wrote a piece, I forget what publication he's writing for. He's doing so much writing lately, but he highlighted the kids' menu, and I wanted to go check it out for myself, so I took my youngest there, just me and her on an ice day, and it was kind of an empty restaurant, and it was really a fantastic meal that was fit for any adult. Certainly great portions. It was $6, house-made chicken strips, diced carrots, and this cute little colander of fresh fruit. And so kudos to South on Main. They're doing great things over there. And it's not, I wouldn't necessarily call it a kid's restaurant, but if you happen to be there, especially during lunchtime with your children, you've got a great option.
And that's the thing, is so many times there's these really good restaurants, and South on Main has built such a good reputation already for having unique food and a really strong menu. But folks want to be able to take their kids and get them something that's good, but also healthy at the same time.
Yeah, it's attention to detail. They don't look past anything over there, and that's good. And I encourage other restaurants in the city to do so.
And one of the things that I always appreciate having you on here to talk about is some of these are places we've heard of and been to, but they're worth yet another shout out or repeat. Just some good meals, and you can't go wrong with Bossa Nova.
You really can't. I've actually my latest Around the Rock is going to probably be released sometime today, and I make mention of Bossa Nova. Some good things, some bad things. The good thing is their food is fantastic. I believe it could stand to be lowered in price a bit, but as far as a lunch around the city in Little Rock, it's going to be hard to beat Bossa Nova. They've got some great salads, just some nice lighter options. I had a smoked salmon wrap the other day, and it was great. No complaints there, and it I like how they don't overdo it with portions, so you don't feel weighed down during lunch. So it's a really great spot in the heart of our city. I would encourage you to check them out.
And that's key from my standpoint, having the smaller portions, because if it's on the plate, I'm going to eat it. So
Same
you
here.
might as well just give me a small portion. Otherwise, I'm going to.
Totally agree.
Because I learned, there are starving children in other countries, so we have to eat what's in front of our face. That's probably not one of my greatest things that I learned. Another really good place, I was there last weekend, Big Orange in Midtown. It was very, very packed, very crowded.
Yeah, we actually went there for Valentine's night because I wanted a restaurant where I didn't need reservations, and I felt like maybe people might try to overshoot Big Orange Midtown during that for that night, and it was a nice crowd there, but we didn't have to wait. And rarely do they have a misstep there. They're very consistent with their food and their cocktails. Lee Edwards is over there doing a great job, and his crew. And one of my favorite burgers in town is that ground turkey burger, any way that you like it. I usually get it where I think it's called the smoke burger or old smoke, and it comes with barbecue sauce and fried onions, which kind of takes out that healthiness of the ground turkey. But it's always a fun atmosphere over there. We sat up top, and it was nice, so we enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a good atmosphere. One thing, my guest is Kevin Shalin. You can see his work at themightyrib.com and also Rock City Eats. And you've been instrumental in the food blog, the food scene, and some folks don't like to be labeled as foodies, but the food community. And you're getting together with a big foodie dinner this evening at E's Bistro in North Little Rock. And it's just really just to get the food bloggers together and talk and get together and try some really, really good food there at E's Bistro.
Yeah, very excited about that event. I try to help organize 3 or 4 of these a year where we're just trying to really build the food community, have people talk about it, get out of their comfort zone, try restaurants that they normally wouldn't try, have these restaurants cook things that normally wouldn't be on their menu. And it's just kind of a fun evening where we're going to have 20 people out there tonight. It booked out, which was great. I was shooting for 20. We got 20. And, hopefully they knock it out of the park. It's one of these restaurants I really root for. They're great people over there. And their food, I've been several times. I've never been disappointed. And it's just one of these little hidden gems across the river in North Little Rock. And I would highly encourage you to check it out. It's E's Bistro. It's right off JFK there. And I think that whole area in general is going to start really kind of exploding. I hope maybe that's kind of the next food scene in our town.
And it's not far. I mean, not far from Little Rock. It's just a quick little trip over there. So it's there. The food scene in Central Arkansas is really impressive. I have a lot of folks come in town. I've got clients coming in town today. They are always blown away by the food scene in Little Rock and Central Arkansas. And we've got a lot to be proud of. So it's good to get out and check it out. And I always enjoy hearing the places that have been around for forever, but just to get a reminder of the great food they have. While Central Arkansas is a great food place, sometimes you just got to get in the car, take a little road trip. And you're going to be doing that this weekend, heading to Marianna and someplace that is awesome. Going to head to Jones Barbecue.
First time for me. Very excited about this. We got a group of people. It seems to be growing. I think about 12 or 13 of us, maybe even a few more, are going to get up at, we're going to have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. We're meeting at 7. And the key is it's going to be about a 2-hour drive from here. And I've heard rumors that once they're at a barbecue, they're out. And sometimes they're out probably before 11. So we're not taking any chances. We all want to try it, or some of us want to try it out. I think a few of us on this trip have already done it. But it's a James Beard Award winner, and that's a rare feat in this state, something to be proud of. And, we're always up for the next food adventure, and this is part of it. And we're very excited about it. I think next month I'm going to try to might be going up there with Daniel Walker to check out some places in Conway. That's kind of my next thing I want to dive into, I believe Conway is a little hidden gem. So I wanted to see that.
They do. They have great places. So will we read about the Mariana trip on the blog?
Of course.
Okay,
Yes.
good. And I want to say, and Jessica and I both want to say thank you for this awesome Tuscan garlic sauce, Bonita Toscana. Looks great. And tell us who created this.
My
special
friend
treat.
Amy Bradley Hole, she makes this, and it is fantastic. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm addicted to it. I always have to have a jar or two in my house. And it's just this wonderful blend of tomatoes, olive oil, and tons of garlic. And it's a bit spicy, but not overwhelming. And I just can't recommend it enough. I mean, Amy's a friend, but friendship aside, this really is a fantastic product. And I wanted you to be able to try it out, you and Jessica.
Thank you. We are both excited about it.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming in, talking food again. Love to have you back anytime soon. I can't wait to hear about your trip to Mariana and your event tonight. Kevin Shalin. Check him out at themightyrib.com. Kevin, thank you.
Thank you for having me.